The NBA 2K21 demo is here.
After clinching the top.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here and nothing. It sure is. Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Well, you look at Hachimura. He's just not quite in the running at this point. And while he's had a pretty good season, it doesn't look like he'll be a contender.
And you can't give him anything but major credit for what he's been able to do here in his rookie season.
Well, listen, you guys know how hard it is to predict how a guy will handle his first year. But now, with almost a full season behind us, we can say he's shown a ton of character this year.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's George in at the point guard position. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And in the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Basket counts. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
George has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George.
Well, this team was already scary on paper before the start of the season, but Jay has taken them to new levels. They are definitely on the short list of teams that could walk away with a ring when it's all said and done.
Greg, I don't know, honestly, where this team would be without Jay. They'd be in the playoff picture for sure, but I don't think they are even considered a contender without him.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Beal following the basket by Anthony Davis. Brown outside. On the wing, Bryant. 6 to shoot. Green against Beal. Tipped away.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
To the inside, Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Beal.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head-on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Davis puts it in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. 11-point game.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office, The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
For the Wizards, Wagner, he's checked in for Bryant. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Smith. And the Lakers also making a switch. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's LeBron, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
Here's Brown, following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Hachimura. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Danny Green.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Here's McRae. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Bowman, defended by George. With the floater, he lays it in.
Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
Kuzma outside. George looking over the floor. Rebounded by the Wizards. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Caldwell-Pope passes to George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Payton. No points in the game yet for him. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Wagner. They trail by 16. Here's Bowman. Deflected by George.
And yet to attack the paint here, everything's coming from the outside.
Shot clock at 2. No good from Payton. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And we'll see if they can. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's George in at the 1. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Mahimi's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Wizards.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahimi does, he cleans up.
Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Los Angeles making a switch here. Murray's checked in. So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 16. Smith outside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Kuzma slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Smith the pass to Bryant. Payton against Kuzma. 4 on the clock. Payton dishes to Bryant. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a high.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. And Beal puts up a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 8. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And in the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Bryant finds Brown. The Wizards working the ball around now. Smith feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. Pass to George. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mahinmi's checked in for Hachimura. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Mahinmi trying to get open. And Bryant the bucket on the assist from Beal. Bryant's got 5 now.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
George against Smith. Outside Bryant. There's the pass to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
A nice shot by George.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Beal up top, guarded by Green. The kick out to Brown. Over James. And it's Brown missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
No coverage that time. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Bryant passes to Brown. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Timeout called the Lakers. Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Here's Beal on the mark with the 15-footer.
That jumper translates to every spot on the floor. Bradley Beal becomes harder and harder to guard.
Back to George. And it's in there. George has got 24.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to McCray. 1:29 left in the third. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
George, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Beal against Kuzma. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Payton passes to Beal. McGee with the block.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And there are a lot of reasons why Cousins is such a dominant force on the floor. You rarely see his combination of size and skill to us.
No question. This is a big man who has got incredible vision, great passing touch, great shooting touch. You think about it. This is a man who is impossible to move off his path because of his strength. So the combination of those two things is truly extraordinary. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Passes it to Hachimura. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And they've...
Here we go now.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Dudley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And George is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Bryant passes to Hachimura. Here's Smith. Sweet little floater.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Jared Dudley out there with Howard. Then there's Murray. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. George double teamed. Back to Howard. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Smith with it. George picks him up. Smith, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3 ball well. Count it. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Bryant kicks to McRae. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Smith against George. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
So it's Washington now. Smith the pass to Hachimura. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Howard. Back to George. Dishes it to Howard. It's George on the wing over Smith. And that one goes long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And another basket for the Lakers.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. The pass to Besekniks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over Dudley. And another miss by Washington. From deep, George. And it falls.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game, took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Hey, this is Kenny. You know some guys are afraid to gamble. Not you. What was happening out there that allowed you to force so many turnovers?
Hey, Che, they want you to do some press tonight.
All right, no problem.
Great.
All right, right, well, look, my point, Hornet, is that the game changes. It evolves.
I don't want to hear it, man.
And drawing contact is a legitimate skill that has a legitimate place in the league.
It's all flopping to me, brother.
No, you're wrong. There is a big difference between...
With tonight's win, you clinched #1 seed and home court advance throughout the playoffs. What does that mean to you guys?
It's big. You know, our fans gives us a huge boost. So to be able to go out there and secure that bag, it means a lot to us.